hard, way too hard. Go in, go in.
Yes!
Oh my god. This was very, very important. Hey guys, and welcome back to Future of Golf. My name is Rob, and today I'm going to show you the Pro Tee Simulator. First of all, how do we get there? When we open the settings menu here, we can go to select course and then click on this P here. As well, we can just walk towards the lighthouse here, or teleport there better, and then we just open the door, right? And then, oh, try this again, and then we're gonna be as well into the lighthouse, and in the first floor here of the lighthouse, you can see that there, up there's the lighthouse, and down here is the simulator. We can just reset the position, and now we're standing on the simulator. The simulator is actually quite decent, but probably you wonder right now, where is this tree that you probably have? And that's something where the developers added something there. Maybe they lost some licenses because of the Pro Tee or whatever it was. But for sure now, I'm gonna put some links into the description how you can remove that tree. It's not very tough to do at all. And then you can use it, although it's not really great. I mean, yeah, you can practice on different chips and drives and whatever you want, putting even. But yeah, you're gonna see now all the features. I'm gonna explain them, and maybe in the end you say, oh, I definitely want this. But yeah, for the most part, it's not really something I use a lot. So the first thing here is, of course, we're standing on this kind of simulator-esque environment. And we can see now here, the first kind of target that we have there is like there's some kind of little greenhouse there. So we have the flag is 124 yards, it says even, which is kind of weird. But yeah, I have the 6-iron here, so let's just kind of make a swing. Of course, it's not like a 6-iron swing at all, but we can see the first target is actually this right one there. It's now 33 yards away. And from here now, let me get this one. If we now reset the position, right, we're not going to stop there, so we have to repeat that shot. So it's basically like a one-shot kind of thing, and therefore, when we take this sand wedge, it's even not enough club. We need a pitching wedge to get it there. But that's definitely something a little bit yeah, closer to that. Anyway, what I want to show you is that if you actually hold down your pointer, like this one here, and you click on the drive, you can change that view, right? So now you see there's a different view here, 150 50 or 49 yards away, and then you have another flag here, 178 yards flag away, and then you have this one here, which is 206 yards flag, which is basically this green there, and then you have 254 yards flag, and 259 yards even. So there are like 6-7 different flags, and probably you guys didn't realize that this even exists. So it's quite cool if you want to kind of practice. Let's say we're gonna have a drive towards that 206 yards thing, and we're gonna take our hybrid here, or like 5-wood, trying to hit something decent. It goes there. We can just line up, right? Actually, let me put my stance. It's a little bit weird. Put it here. And then I'm playing a pro mode, so the hitbox here is not as big as it would be in casual, so it's a little bit harder to hit, especially, by the way, in the simulator here. If you play in pro mode, it's almost impossible to hit, for example, a drive. I don't know for whatever reason it is like this, though. Probably the ball is teed too high and the game doesn't register then something. But let's try here with this one if I can hit it, or if it's gonna whiff, like usually in pro mode with these woods. Oh, it actually works, and we can see we're hitting pretty close to the target, even staying on the green maybe. But yeah, was definitely something that works, and that's definitely something, you know, like if you want to drive here in this simulator kind of thing instead of being on this tutorial island, it's definitely something to do. And the same happens, of course, for the chips. So when we go to chipping here, the first chip that we have here is this this one from the sand, you can see here, right? And by the way, we can as well take the sandwich. In this case, we see the lie is 78% sandwich. But if we now click on the chip again, and this one, by the way, 62 yards, right? We click on it, now we have a 57-yard chip, and the lie, and with this one here is the same. Okay, it's like the same lie. Let's click again here. Now we have a rough lie, light rough lie. You see this one here now is 92%, right? So this comes out pretty hot out of that light rough. Here we have a light rough lie again, which is like 20-yard chip on the green. We have here 23 yard out of the bunker. Let me see the lie, just out of curiosity, 78%, so it's pretty standard lies that we are getting here, nothing crazy. The craziest lie and stand I had was something like 19% out of hitting like a driver 260 yards or so into a bunker, and it was so clocked in, it was almost possible to get it out. But here we have heavy rough, and the lie here gives us probably like 80 or even 90% out of heavy rough, so that's quite decent. Let's actually hit this one, 45 yard, it's 46 yard to the pin. We're gonna try to aim it, to put it, actually sandwich is quite decent. It's probably a little bit downhill too. Anyway, just out of fun, I'm just gonna try to hit it now. See if we can get it close. I'm not even sure where the pin is, but yeah, this one overshot it quite a bit. We got it like 75 yards. 100% hit though, so that was quite decent. But yeah, I didn't even know where the flag was, so that's something weird here. But yeah, there's some more, so you can see here this lie is light rough, 12 yard, a little chip again, 22 yard off the bunker, and so on and so forth. And the same happens for putting as well, right? So here we have an 11 feeder putt, and the other one that we have here is 19 feet, and then we have 26 feet. And yeah, these are the different putts that we basically have there. And for putting, I'm quickly going to show this here, 26 feet. Yeah, we just have this weird, I mean, it's very, very, how to say it, it doesn't really feel natural, right? To stand here in the simulator and make a putt. It's way, way better to just download some or get some like courses here, like hundreds of putting courses. I even have some videos here with some putting practice courses. Way more fun and way more immersive, you could say, than this. But anyway, let's see. Yeah, way too much speed. But anyway, I mean, it's definitely something. So now, the coolest thing of the simulator here, of the simulator in the simulator, is the wind though, the wind feature. And here we can experiment around with it. And we now see that the wind, in this case, comes from the right, goes to the left. And we can change that direction here. Actually, let's put it like this, right? So now the wind gonna come into us. So we're gonna play into the wind. And we can crank up the wind to a maximum of 22.4 miles. And we're gonna take a driver now and trying to hit this 254 yard shot. But actually no, I cannot because of the... Actually I can. Let me change this because I cannot hit it in this difficulty. Oh, doesn't it work like this? Gameplay, so we're gonna change it to casual. In casual the hitboxes are bigger. So it's easy for me now to hit the drive in the simulator. I told you it's broken the other way. And now I just try to get this to 250 with an easy swing into the window. So actually let me put my ball position just a bit further, like this. You're just trying to not rip at it completely, but getting maybe something like 150, 120 miles into the swing. And then we will see where it ends up. Okay, so it rises high. You can see we get 230 yards out of it, and it kind of stopped. 120 miles shot, right? Pretty good overall, but this was completely into the wind. We're gonna try to repeat this one to see how much we can get out of it playing into the wind, and then we're gonna change that wind and see if we can get further. So let's see. Oh, this is even a high ball. So it's gonna be stopped for sure. Let's see. Okay, we get it a bit closer. But no, it was too high then, of course, so 220 even. So you see, yeah, like 120 miles again, 220 this time. So yeah, it doesn't really go far. Now we're gonna just do a simple thing and we just remove the wind completely. Right? We're gonna take the same shots and see what happens with these shots. Hope you guys can see this here. Let's try to get as well another 120 miles to just be accurate to see what happens. Oh, this was whatever this was, but it started somewhere and it goes. Yeah, you can see the something broken there, but it was 280 yards just for the record. But I'm gonna try to hit one down there. There was probably some kind of weird broken bug. Let me just put the ball a little bit further. Ball positioning is super important here. If you want to hit a good one. especially in pro mode and casual, you can just hit somewhere and it will go. So this one definitely was a good hit. Again, very high. And now we can see the distance here. Okay, it goes 270, rollout 280. Was very high shot though. And not the highest contact, but yeah, 286 yards. So we're gonna make another one, but two of them now at above 280 in casual. I'll try to hit one good one. This one was very bad, but anyway. Still gonna go further. Hit the tree, okay, but it will definitely go further than the other ones. So now, what we do now, the last thing here is, we're gonna crank up the wind, maybe not so much. Let's put it, well actually let's put it to the maximum, and we're gonna put it that we're gonna play now downwind, right? Like this. And this downwind gonna for sure put the ball, even if it flies a bit higher, gonna put it a bit lower, and maybe then we can reach the 300, get over the 300 even. Let's see. I mean, even with no wind, like the best drive in casual is probably somewhere around 310 yards. But then you need to really hit good contact, and was like probably 128, 130 speed almost. Oh, this is very, very low, but that's probably the wind pushing it. And yeah, not being on the fairway doesn't help there, so I'll try another one. I'm gonna aim it just a hair more right, more left of course. See? Again, I think the simulator just wants me to hit that line for whatever reason. That's very weird. But 260. Okay, one last try here. Nope. Somehow I always hit there. But you can for sure now notice a very weird ball flight. That it's very, very low, you know? That's the wind pushing over it. And it's not very realistic. I mean, the ball wouldn't really fly like this. And I never played in 22 miles wind though. But now let's really try to launch it super high and really give it a good one. Oh, this could be good. At least we got it high. And yet shots like a rocket. There we go, okay. So with the rollout now, rolling down here, even that's a little bonus. We see 112 miles only and 350 carry. So yeah, definitely the wind helps a lot, right? The furthest ball we got with the into the wind was 240, I think, or 230 or something like this, and now it's over 100 yards longer. So that's definitely something. Anyway, that's the coolest feature of all. And as a little bonus here in the end, I want to show you some spinning action. So actually we can just stay here, and I want to take, we're in casual now, we're going to take the lob wedge, and we want to play into the wind now again. Take the lob wedge, and we're going to just hit very, very strong shot, and going to see what happens when the ball comes down. Probably going to stop in the air somewhere, and what we want is that the ball kind of spins back, right? Let's see. So now, yeah, the ball is high and we see it drops almost. Has a spin on it, and then when it drops, it comes even backwards, yeah. And that's definitely something that works quite well if you want to have some spin. So if you're playing on a green and you want to shoot a little bit further than the flag, the pin, or like the pin location is very, very tucked or whatever, you can definitely experiment around, but then you have to really play into a lot of wind. And once you change that, I'm gonna just change the wind now to something normal, like around 10 miles on some courses, right? And we're gonna just do the same. You would see that it's almost impossible to spin the ball. Let's try this. Even though I really went under it, really tried to play almost a flopper, a lot of spin on it. And then you can see, yeah, it stops, but it doesn't really get back. And yeah, so I'm pushing it even like just a little bit more punchy line there. You can see, even though, yeah, it stops, but there's no spin and it rolls forward, right? So yeah, definitely very, very hard to spin it. And to really get spin, we have to hit it under like this, and then like a shot like that, which is very, very, very hard to accomplish. But at least we get a soft, yes, like it lands soft, playing into just a bit of wind here. You can see that shot was, yeah, 50 yards, and it basically just stopped exactly where it landed, which is as well a very good shot to have in your arsenal, you could say. Anyway, that kind of concludes that simulator and the spin and the wind and all these things. I hope you enjoyed the video, and yeah, leave me some comments if you have some questions about a couple of features, and I will try to answer them. As well, like and subscribe, and then yeah, see you around. Ciao, ciao.